ball right here in the Imperial Valley. Now here's Carroll, Buckley, and John Driffill.
From Warren Field in Brawley, California, it's the Southwest Eagles visiting the Brawley Wildcats, and we've got high school football brought to you this evening by Southwest Security Services, by the CB Stop in Calexico, the Broken Yolk Café, La Fonda Restaurant, Bar and Grill, McNeece Mart, Stan's Auto Body, Kennedy's Taco, the Simply at Home downtown El Centro, Imperial Valley College, and by Kennedy's Karne. It's a beautiful night for football. As opposed to last night, it is still the flag not moving on the flagpole, and still a little bit of heat, but a good night for football. And we'll let you know where we are so far this year when we come back with our pregame show.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admission to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
High school football live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It is the Brawley Wildcats hosting the Eagles from Southwest High School in El Centro. Last night, Imperial toppled Holtville 41-7, and Centro celebrated homecoming with a 34-14 win over Calexico. So where are we in the Imperial Valley League, which is what we are most concerned with? In league play, Central has a 2-0 lead, or 2-0 record, a 4-3 overall record. Imperial with a 1-0 league record, 6-1 overall. Southwest 0-1 in league play, 1-6 overall. Calexico in league play 0-2, 5-2 overall. Meanwhile, Brawley, this is their league opener tonight. They are 4-2 on the year. And John Driffill, we should set this straight. Central is a Division II school. Brawley is a Division II school. Imperial is a Division III school. Calexico and Southwest are both Division V schools.
Calexico actually is Division IV. They jumped up last year. They were in 5 last year. But if you remember, they had a 500 record last year, so they were jumped up to Division IV.
Okay. So everybody's in a different division. And if you recall, the Central Spartans got swatted by Mater Dei 35-0. Well, Mater Dei moved up a couple of notches in the San Diego section football ratings. They're now rated number 7. On the same page, Centro, they dropped a couple. They're rated number 19. And that is based on strength of schedule. To give you an idea, Central has played Mater Dei, Granite Hills, Point Loma, and Mount Carmel, all highly rated San Diego section schools. And Central, well, they won 2 and lost 2 out of those pre-league contests. So that is helping them, except their Division 2. They're going to have to meet these schools again when they hit the playoffs, John.
Yeah, the records or the standings are a little bit convoluted. Actually, Granite Hills is the number 1 rated team in Division 2, and they did beat Central handily. Of course, Charlie Sullivan missed almost 3.5 quarters of that game, so I'm sure Central will say if we play him again, which they may in the playoffs, they're looking to turn that around. But the Granite Hills, they're rated top of the division. But 2 teams that Central has defeated, Mount Carmel and Point Loma, are both rated above Central now because Central's dropped some games. Unfortunately for Central's rating points, Palm Desert, which is a very good team, is not in the San Diego section. They're in the southern section, which is the LA section. So that loss didn't get them the kind of positive point as, say, when they lost, say, to Mater Dei last week. So the points and all that, the way they've added up, Central actually is behind a couple teams that they've beaten, but they very well could face those teams again in the playoffs. I'm sure those teams, Mount Carmel would certainly like to play Central again, as would Point Loma. Another team in there that Brawley's already played and lost to this year, Valley Center, they're also in Division 2. So it's a lot of jockeying back and forth. Also, Carroll, the schedule has been a little weird this year, plus the weather. Central's already dropped 1 game. That was the Otay Ranch game. They did not play. That was the week that Brawley actually played on Thursday before the bad weather came in, so they did get a game in. So they will finish the regular season with 1 more game under their belts than Central. Now, fortunately, that will not give them added points. Even though they played 1 more game, it's not like you count those points, and so now Central's behind them. 2 of the games they played were against Yuma schools, and that's not going to help them in the seedings. Right, that will also hurt them. But you might wonder, a team that's played 9 games, what rating do they get? Team that's played 8 games, you'd think, okay, yeah, they got more positive points because they just played 1 extra game. But no, it doesn't work that way. Central lost the game to Otay Ranch. They now have a bye next week, and then they will finish on the road against Imperial and then right here at Brawley. Okay, we'll be back with a little bit more on our pregame show.
Wake up with Kxo Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café, thank you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Bo and his team of employees at Dan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Dan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Dan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or see the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Okay, John, let's take a look at some other schools. Palo Verde. They have lost one game. That was their opener against Calexico in overtime. They are rated 21, number 21 in the top 25 San Diego section. Imperial rated number 24. And just to throw it in, since we've seen them play, Santa Fe Christian is rated number 25. So it gives you an idea. We're familiar with a lot of the schools that are popping up in the top 25 San Diego section. By the way, I didn't mention it's Lincoln, rated number 1. Carlsbad, number 2. Madison, the Warhawks, number 3. I can remember when they were the doormat, John. Cathedral Catholic is number 4, and Helix in La Mesa is number 5. So it gives you an idea. We're familiar with a lot of the schools, especially since the Valley schools are playing out of the CIF San Diego section now. So it gives you an idea. When we come back, John, let's talk about our matchup tonight.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro. Simply at home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lolo's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
Okay, John, tonight we've got Southwest and Brawley. It's Brawley's league opener. Southwest has already played Centro, and last week picked up their first win of the year. So, you know, Coach Haynes and the Eagles have to be on a bit of a high.
Yes, it's in the interest of, I guess you want to call it pertinent or honest reporting. You have a feeling here, Carroll, right now tonight, that Brawley, it's almost like a preseason game. We look across the way, and once the band came out on the field, there doesn't look like there's 100 people across the way, and then one section is full of kids. And all the others, is just, I've never seen a Brawley crowd. Now, maybe they're going to be like the Dodgers. They're going to show up later, halfway through the first quarter, but there's just nobody across the way. The Southwest side looks like there's less than 50. So it's just unbelievable. The feeling here, again, it's like a preseason game. There's no electricity, no atmosphere, no attitude. Perhaps Brawley feels that they're looking forward to having to play Imperial, Calexico, and then Centro. Southwest coming off that big victory. I thought we'd have a few more people here, but Brawley has been the dominant team in the Valley since Southwest opened, Carroll. They have only defeated Brawley 3 times in the 24 years that they've played. So, tradition's going against them. But there's going to be a football game here played in this field, and it's going to get started in a couple minutes.
And it will. As you pointed out, the crowd not huge, but it's going to be spirited. And I think part of it may be people are a little bit fearful that we may get hit with what we got hit last night. And so trying to avoid that. But we're approaching the kickoff. And again, there is only one other game going on tonight. It's Calipatria at Palo Verde Valley. And unless you count Nebraska and Rutgers, John, and my granddaughter Emily Ann's dorm room is literally a block away from Cornhusker Stadium. They're playing, of course, in New Jersey against Rutgers tonight, but the feeling on campus with Big Red is not good. We'll be back after this.
Bo and his team of employees at Sam's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Sam's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, Accidents are disturbing, and Stamps Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Wake up with Kxo Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or see the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admission to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
And it's the Brawley Band with our national anthem. And the Brawley Wildcat Marching Band with the rendition of our national anthem. Which reminds me, I spoke with Renee Baker just a little bit ago, and it seems as though the band festival will be November 1st this year at Cal Jones Field on the campus of Central Union High School. So that will give you something to look forward to watch all of the bands as they perform their halftime shows. And yes, we may be at the game, but we seldom have a chance to actually watch the halftime shows as John and I are typically working. We expect the captains will meet with the officials coming up, and we'll be ready for that.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or see the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. PO Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
The captains are gathering at the 50-yard line with the officials for the contest. Our officials tonight are referee wearing the white hat, John Seaman, umpire, Sean McLaughlin, head linesman, Roman Rubio, line judge, Lloyd James, and the back judge, Nathan Dinkins. So that is the officiating crew. And we have had a chance to talk a little bit with John Seaman before the game. And, of course, John and I go way back. And I also point out I am a member of the Imperial Valley Officials Association. So, you know, we're kind of brothers, though I will not wear stripes. And I have been impressed with the officiating this year, John. They don't have the numbers, but they've definitely got some quality.
Yeah, they do a good job. We've been places where the officiating, not necessarily the best. Sometimes we'd even think that the people that were calling the game had a stake in who was going to win. But mostly it just comes down to they're just not that good. Like everybody else, they're trying to fill in the gaps and pretty much accepting anybody that's willing and then getting them trained. Our officials here in the Valley do a great job of getting trained, and they don't throw them out to the wolves until they're ready to go.
Okay, and Brawley won the toss. They deferred. They will kick off. They are going to go right to left across your dial. That would be west to east, but it'll be the Eagles putting in the ball in play to begin.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes, that'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You're listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And we are set for the kickoff. Again, Brawley will be kicking off, and teeing the ball up is, for Brawley, is Nathan Urbano. Three-step approach and kicks it high but short. It'll be fair caught at about the 16, 17-yard line, and that is where the Eagles will put the ball in play 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they had a fair catch there. Perhaps they were thinking that, like in the pros or college, you call a fair catch, they put the ball on the 25, but not in high school. You call a fair catch and you catch it, and that's where the ball is. So Southwest in a hole here to start this first possession of the first quarter.
The Eagles come out, spread formation, single set back. And that would be Matai Cervantes. Logan Youngers with the snap, drops back, chased out of the pocket, rolling to his right, fires downfield. And, well, he was tackled, but the ball was well out of bounds, not catchable. So, doesn't count. Josiah Estrada, the intended receiver. But it was a nice open field tackle, John.
Yeah, actually, the high school rule is there is no such thing as the ball's uncatchable. If you commit a foul, then you're supposed to throw the flag. But perhaps that time discretion was better part of valor, and the officials decided since the ball was well out of bounds, not to call it. But he certainly was tackled while the ball was coming towards him.
In motion is Estrada. They stack the right side, the wide side. Younger's back to pass again, chased out of the pocket, looking downfield. He'll get hit, and he is dropped. The Eagles defense with great pursuit, or rather the Wildcat defense with great pursuit, and the sack by number 81. And I'm looking for my roster, John.
Yeah, that's a loss of 6, bringing up now 3rd and 16. And we do not have an 81 listed on our roster, Carroll.
Again, Younger's back to pass, dumps off a little screen in the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was probably better that it was incomplete, because Brawley had 2 linebackers right there ready to swallow up Matai Cervantes if he does make that reception. So now Southwest will punt deep inside the 10-yard line, probably punting here from the end zone. They need a good snap. And back to kick is their kicker, who's been kicking all year, Aiden Salazar.
Salazar standing in his own end zone.
I'm going to check that, Carroll. It is another young man back there, and we do not have his name with his number either.
Yeah, so a low line drive kick. It'll bounce at the 30, be picked up at the 42-yard line, looking for a block, gets it, turns it up the far sideline, and picks up a couple of yards. As the return by Daniel Camilo, and Camilo we'll see a lot of him tonight, John.
Yes, and let's give credit to the kicker. That is Anthony Molina. And I'm not sure if Aiden has some problems. We'll have to see if we can find him down there on the sideline. But
well, I think every week we audition kickers, and that's typical in high school.
That was a good kick. It did get the ball out near midfield, but a very good return.
Wildcats come out. Wide right, wide left. And the handoff right up the middle. That should be Tanner Carranza. And
yeah, his first carry picks up the first down here on the evening, as he carried it for 10 yards all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Okay, it won't be the first time, but I'm going to complain. Is that 13 or 18 at quarterback, John?
Yeah, that's 13.
Okay, that would be Ethan Gutierrez.
4-year starter.
Carranza is standing right next to him in the backfield. Gutierrez drops back, dumps it off in the flat. It is complete at the 25, down inside the 20, down inside the 10. On the catch, just a little dump it off on the side.
Yeah, Robert Platt Jr. with the catch. Picked up another first down. We'll have 1st and goal for the Wildcats as the ball is sitting squarely on the 10-yard line. 12-yard pickup.
The Eagles had their issues on defense, John, and the Wildcats are going to test them on the air, on the ground.
Yeah, right now they've run 2 plays and picked up 22 yards. Need 10 more to get the first score of the game.
Carranza, the single setback, right next to Ethan Gutierrez. They use an H-back. He's on the right side. You often run to that side, but we're going to pass. Great protection. Lots of time into the end zone. Touchdown. That's simple. 10-yard completion.
Yeah, Gutierrez had all day to set his feet, to look over the field. He looked first to his left and over the center, and then finally to the right. And pretty much by himself in the end zone was Robert Platt Jr., making the catch for Brawley, and that is their first touchdown.
We will have a point after attempt. Urbano. Snap back, kick up, and the kick is good. So with 9:29 to play in the first quarter, it is Brawley 7 and Southwest, nothing.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Nathan Urbano is set to kick off again. Deep boot this time. And it'll bounce, and it went out of bounds at the half-yard line, which means there's a penalty on the play. The Eagles will get the ball 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
Picked up 15 yards on that ball bouncing out of bounds. If it goes in the end zone, it's automatic touchback. They start on the 20. Now they're going to be out to the 35, at least they should be. And now the official is bringing the football down, passing 25 out to the 30. He's got 5 more, and we'll have 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 35-yard line.
Well, we will give our umpire, Sean McLaughlin, credit for being very good at math. 1st and 10, Eagles. Their own 35-yard line, their second possession. Youngers drops back to pass. Youngers gets a block, then is chased, reverses course, dumps it off. It is complete to Matai Cervantes, and Cervantes is able to pick up 3 yards. Spotted on the 38-yard line.
Youngers did a very good job of making something out of nothing as Matai Cervantes was blocking, and once the block was released, then Logan was able to find him, hit him with the pass, picked up 3 yards.
And I won't say anything about the way Cervantes wrapped up the rusher. Handoff goes right up the middle. Cervantes goes down in a heap, picks up 2 out to the 40. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This is a makeable 1st down here for the Eagles after Brawley. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and a score. Let's see if Southwest is able to pick up a 1st down here, 3rd and 5.
No huddle. Everybody's in tight. Youngers takes a snap, drops back, has a little bit of time now, no time, rolling for his life, dumps it off downfield, incomplete. And it was intended again for Josiah Estrada, but thrown well out of bounds. He just had to get rid of it.
Southwest only had 3 receivers out in the pass pattern. Everybody else was in blocking. Because of that, Youngers did have a lot of time. He was back there 5-6 seconds, but with only 3 receivers, they were well covered, double-teamed each of them. So now that brings up 4th and 5. Southwest in punting formation.
Standing back at his 25-yard line is Camille. Low snap, picks it up on a bounce, keeps it, looking for some running room, and gets it across the 40 to the 42. It's going to be shy of the 1st down by a bunch. But that was all he could do, John. If he had tried to kick it, it would have been blocked.
Yeah, Anthony Molina tried to make, eggs out of a bunch of broken up eggs there, make some hash browns added to it, but he just wasn't able. He came up about a yard short. He tried his best. Now, Anthony's a big kid. He weighs about 275, and he just threw all he had into that, but he came up a couple yards short. Ball is turned over.
1st and 10. Wildcats on the Eagle 41-yard line. Gutierrez and Carranza in the backfield.
That was Anthony's first carry on the year, Carroll.
And he's got positive yardage. Looking, firing over the middle, and nice drop. Okay, almost a great catch. But as he rolled over, the ball squirted loose. And I believe that was Washington on the catch. Neckeye of Washington.
Yes, the ball was a little bit low as Cervantes just dipped it in there. Mackay not able to bring it in. Donnell Mackay Washington is the son of Donnell Washington that played here in the late 90s. So he is third generation Brawley Wildcat.
And we've probably broadcast all three of them, John.
Yes, we have.
First and 10, or second and 10 rather. And on the option, it'll be Gutierrez keeping it. Everybody hits Carranza. Gutierrez takes it to the outside. Gates down the far sideline and is pushed out of bounds at the 15. Everybody collapsed on Tanner Carranza. And by the way, if the name Carranza is familiar, yeah, there's been a whole bunch of them. But it started in at Centro with Pedro.
Yes, Pedro's a Central grad, played baseball there, then played in college and professionally, and has been the longtime baseball coach here at Brawley, very successful. His program has won way over, more than, I think it's 125 games, over 500. That means more games they've won than they've lost. He's been very successful up here.
First and 10 from the EEO 15. Washington goes in motion. He gets the pitch, has a wall in front of him, and gets it down inside the 10, struggles, and down to the 5-yard line. Second and third effort by Washington. And it's kind of a jet sweep, but it's a forward pass, even though it's just a little toss.
Yeah, another first down for the Wildcats. Every play they've run so far has been a first down or a touchdown.
It is first and goal from the 5. Now they show the pistol with Carranza behind Gutierrez. And Carranza goes into the end zone for the score. Tanner Carranza takes it in. We'll have a point after attempt. So far from the Wildcats, John, we've seen a little bit of everything. They can throw it, they can run it inside, they can run it outside. And we're halfway through the first quarter.
Ethan Gutierrez makes this offense go as he reads the defense, and we already saw him pick up 26 yards on that one RPO that he read and took off.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:39 to play in the first quarter. It's Brawley 14, Southwest nothing.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café, thank you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
And the Wildcats will tee the ball up on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they're on the 40. They wanted to kick off from their own 45, but the ref moved it back to the 40, rightfully so.
I told you, he's got an A in math. He knows where he's at. Urbano with a short kick, caught at about the 25 and tackled immediately. Very high, relatively short kick, and the Eagles will put it in play 1st and 10, and they will mark it on the Eagle 25-yard line. Halfway through the first quarter, John, it's 14-0. Brawley coming at you inside, outside, over the, dumping it off in the flat. We have not seen a deep attempt yet, have we?
No, and they don't need to, not yet. They've been able to run the biggest gain was the 26 yards. Let's see now in Southwest.
What do we got? Okay, they fake it to Cervantes, dump it off, and it goes incomplete. Good coverage. Washington with the coverage. And William Lillian, the intended receiver. We should point out, John, and we were not aware of this prior because our roster is not real good. There are 2 young ladies that are on the Eagles squad.
Yes, and we can see them right now standing down there. One of them is Brittany Rodriguez, number 23. Second down, 10, incompleted pass. Youngers calling out the play.
Hand it off, and it is Cervantes in the middle, and there's not a whole lot there. Cervantes will get it out to about the 28-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Cervantes has a couple carries tonight for a total of 5 yards. That's positive yards. And we did have the one sack that goes against the stats tonight. Let's see here. Southwest, they're looking over the defense. Brawley in their typical defense, one center safety right in the middle of the field, about 15 yards behind the football.
That's their rover. Back to pass. Youngers get some protection. Now he's chased out of the pocket. And again, as you pointed out, that's a coverage situation. He is tattooed and dropped basically at the line of scrimmage. No gain. You got to give him a yard. He's out to the 29. That'll bring up 4th and 6.
There'll be another punt coming up. Once again, Southwest with only 3 players in the pass pattern, and Brawley with their 2 deep cover zone. Everybody was covered. That's why Youngers, again, had about 6 or 7 seconds to throw the football, and there's just nobody open.
Daniel Camillo is back at his 45, waiting for a punt.
From Anthony Molina.
Molina has to tie his shoe first.
He's probably hoping for another bad snap. I think he's like another crack at advancing the football on the ground.
Snap back, gets it away, low line drive. Camille will let it bounce, pick it up at the 40, turn it upfield, lights the afterburners, gets it out across the 50 to the 40 to the 35, down to about the 33-yard line in Eagle territory. Did you see that the afterburners kick in there, John, when he turned the corner?
He had Alejandro Serono Ibarra was chasing him, and then he just kicked it up to another gear, as you called it, and left Alejandro in the dust. Was able to bring it deep into Eagles territory. Once again, they'll start first down on the 33-yard line. All 3 of Brawley's possessions, they start on the 32, the 41, and now the 33. That's pretty good starting field position.
Short field helps.
But you get the impression that this offense could go the length of the field if they had to.
Ethan Gutierrez barks out the signals, moves Tanner Carranza to the other side. Everybody else pretty much in tight. And ball's on the ground, fumbled, and...
It's actually one of those shovel passes. So when you pitch the ball forward, that is a forward pass, was not completed, so that goes as a passing attempt, incomplete. So that now means that Gutierrez is 2 for 4 on the evening.
That's almost a gimme. That was a kind of pass even I could have caught.
Yeah, it looked like it hit the player in the hip. I believe it was intended for Tanner Carranza.
Wide right, wide left, slot right. Gutierrez barking out the signals, calling out the defense. drops back, looks downfield, has time, steps up in the pocket, throws it deep, and caught for the touchdown.
Gutierrez had his choice. There was two players down in the end zone all by themselves. As is what happened is the safety and the cornerbacks all came up expecting some kind of a screen pass. So there was two receivers in the end zone, and one of them just said, "I've got it." The other one said, "Okay, I'll let you take it." So Washington with another touchdown catch.
And Urbano trying another extra point. Snap back. Kick is up. Kick is good. 4:27 to play in the first quarter. Brawley 21, Southwest nothing.
Bo and his team of employees at Sam's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Sam's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Sam's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
You are listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Well, we have another kickoff. Nathan Urbano.
Another boost kick.
High, short kick, fielded at about the 15, out across the 20 to the 25, and that's it. With nothing left.
So we do see some adjustments, Carroll. At least these last two have not been fair catches. The players caught the ball and headed upfield. I think Brawley would like to kick that ball about 10 yards further towards the 50-yard line. They're kicking a little bit too deep. They kick it more around the 25 to the 30-yard line. They have a chance to come down there and get the football.
1st and 10 Eagles. They have the ball on their own 25-yard line. Chased out of the pocket again. Nowhere to run. Dumps it off. It is complete. And getting a little bit of running room. Positive yardage there from Matthias Cervantes. Almost a naked screen, John. It was dumped off like a screen pass, but there was nobody in front blocking.
And that's because it wasn't a design play. That's just Logan Younger coming up with a play, as he did face pressure for the first time tonight from the snap. And Matai did what he's supposed to do, just released and then made two good moves, made two would-be tacklers miss.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. And handoff, it is Cervantes in the middle of Matai. And he'll pick up another yard. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Can't tell if there's a flag on the play or if that's a piece of somebody's towel. Yeah, that looks like somebody's towel. So Manti did pick up a yard on that.
It is 3rd and 5.
One thing we have not seen is Youngers do some kind of naked bootleg where he actually keeps the ball and runs it. He's
been doing a lot of running, but with Wildcats chasing him. Snap back, drops back, has a little bit of time, fires deep, and there's going to be either holding or pass interference downfield.
I don't think we had pass interference on the pass attempt. It was thrown out there to the Eagles' Jonah Estrada, but the flag was thrown back further upfield, so I think we might have a hold against the Wildcats, but we'll see. The officials have yet to move the football or indicate what the call is. Now we can't see it.
It is against the Wildcats.
Referee's back to us. I believe he did call a hold, so that's an automatic first down, but it would have been enough to make the yard anyway. And that is Eagles' first down here in the ball game.
March it out to the 39-yard line. They're still in Eagle territory.
They've had
First
4
and
possessions,
10.
Carroll. That's 4 possessions. That's quite a bit of possessions here in one quarter. But the reason they've had those 4 possessions is because the Wildcats keep scoring.
Wide right, wide left. Slot right, slot left. Nobody in the backfield except Youngers, and he is hit as he throws, and it is caught. And William Lillian, who has been their best receiver deep, went up and fought for the ball, came down with it. It's on the 30-yard line in Wildcat territory.
Fantastic catch by Lillian. He was well covered, but he had focused eyes on the ball, caught it, came down, landed on his back, secured the football. Big play for the Eagles, biggest play of the evening, 30-yard gain.
Youngers has Cervantes behind him. Hands off Cervantes, and Cervantes will pick up about 2 yards down to the 29-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Cervantes getting some tough yards, but he is getting positive yards each carry as the Wildcats, they're waiting to meet him, and he's delivering the blow and pushing him a yard, 2 yards off the line of scrimmage with each hit.
Under 2 minutes in the first quarter, Brawley leads 21-0. Youngers, with nobody in the backfield, drops back the pass, chased out of the pocket, turns, looking, and he shakes off one would-be tackler. The ball is tipped and incomplete as the ball intended for Andres Lopez. Youngers running for his life.
Did a nice job of keeping the play alive. There was 2 Wildcats that actually had him zeroed in their sights, and they weren't able to bring him down. Youngers showing some real good elusiveness.
3rd and 8.
Play has already been called in by head coach John Haynes.
No huddle. Trips on the far side, the left side. Cervantes goes in motion, sets up in the backfield. Cervantes with the handoff. Cervantes in the middle. Cervantes will pick up a little bit. They will give him progress out to the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 5.
Looks like the Eagles are going to go for it. There's still more than a minute to go, so they can't let the clock run out. They may take a timeout. They have all 3 timeouts left, of course. And they may need to take a timeout here if they don't get set quickly.
Empty backfield from the shotgun. Trips on the left side.
5 seconds to get the play off.
And back to pass is Youngers. Youngers again chased out of the pocket, turns it upfield, and looks like he will get the first down.
Very close, depends upon where they spot it when he goes out of bounds. It looks like he does have the first down.
First and 10.
Carroll, one thing they do this year that's different, when there's 5 seconds to go, the back judge will raise his hand in view of the quarterback so he can see, since they obviously don't have a play clock at the high school level.
Pistol formation. Handoff is Cervantes. Cervantes had a hole on the right side, and it closed immediately. Just didn't get to the hole while it was still open, and it wasn't so much his fault. It was a slow developing play.
Still able to get a couple yards out of it, as that probably is the last play here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of football, it is Brawley 21, Southwest nothing.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program,
Wake up with Rocio Café, open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Rocio Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Rocio Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Rocio Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admission to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
It is the Southwest Eagles with a 2nd and 8. The ball spotted on the 19-yard line in Wildcat territory. Eagles have been driving. Youngers looking downfield, chased out of the pocket again, chucks it into the end zone, double coverage, it's tipped away, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Carroll, interesting, during the switch over from first to second quarter, the nose tackle for the Spartans, who's also their punter, Anthony Molina, was on the sidelines, and he was filibustering to the coaches to get in there offensively. He wants to be a running fullback. He feels that he can take that football through the hole. So it was enjoyable watching him talk to the coaches, saying, "Just give me a chance, coach, give me a chance.
Put me in, coach, I'm ready to play."
And you can see he's still got the ear of one of the coaches.
The dream of every down lineman. Younger's back to pass, dumps it off incomplete. Under pressure, dumped it off to Cervantes, went incomplete. Okay, John. My senior year, had a young man by the name of Tom McKinley, played right tackle. The only reason I got to play, Tom started 3 years at Notre Dame. We'd get down to a very short yardage situation. They'd take 120-pound me out and drop Tom back into the halfback position at 220 pounds. Tom got the first down.
Southwest going for this here on 4th and 8.
Fake it to Cervantes, rolling to his left. Chase, looking, stopped, still looking downfield, has somebody open, caught, first down inside the 10-yard line. And on the catch, I believe that's Josiah Estrada. Nope. We'll back up. That's Andres Lopez.
Wasn't it Edgar Cisneros? Okay, you got Andre Lopez on that catch?
I got Lopez.
Okay, so big play by Lopez.
1st and goal. Eagles trail 21-0, but they are threatening 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line. Youngers fakes it to Cervantes and is hit as he throws, and it'll go incomplete. Matthew Gutierrez from an outside linebacker spot just shot in and batted the ball down.
And yes, that is the quarterback's brother, Ethan and Matthew. Brawley has several pairs of brothers. The Moreno brothers are out there as well. Kind of one of the traditions. Brawley always seems to have sets of brothers on their varsity squad each year.
2nd and goal.
And usual setup for the Eagles this time.
Trips on the right side. Cervantes with the football. Cervantes goes into the middle. Cervantes is hit at the 5 and dropped at the 5. Mark it on the 6. Third and goal from the 6.
The Eagles had triple wideouts to the right, way out to the right in that delta or triangle formation. And the idea then is the defense is supposed to take their linebacker and put him out over there so Cervantes has a chance to run. But Brawley did not do that. They put another one of their quarterbacks and their safety went over that side of the field, and the linebacker was right there to keep Cervantes out of the end zone.
Third and goal from the 6. Cervantes single setback, and that play's blown dead as there was a lot of movement on the Eagles side of the ball.
It will be, if it is against the Eagles, their first penalty of the evening, and it is a motion call.
Just so you know, Palo Verde 41, Calipatria nothing in the second quarter.
No surprise there. Palo Verde's loaded, and Calipat, as they have recently, they're just down. They don't have a lot of numbers. So that game hopefully is going to end without too much more damage done.
It'll be third and goal from the 11. By the way, the Padres beating them at 7-1. Bottom of the 7th is what we have.
Triple wideout to the right now in a more standard formation with a single wideout to the left.
Now we put the man in motion. That would be Estrada. Again, chased, getting ready, hit as he throws into the end zone, and touchdown.
What a catch, Carroll.
Waited, kept his feet inbound, and the catch by Andres Lopez.
That was a tremendous catch out there. As that's one of those highlights. You take a photograph. He's actually got 2 feet just right before the out-of-bounds line, catching the ball and falling out of bounds.
So the Eagles will try a point after. It is Matai Cervantes who is lining up to do the kicking. Snap back. Kick is blocked. So we've got 9:36 to play in the first half. It is Brawley 21, Southwest 6.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo Centro.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Well, the Eagles will kick off.
They need to be careful on this, Carroll. I don't think they want to kick it deep.
It is a relatively short kick, fielded at the 18, fumbled, picked up across the 25 to the 30, got a lane, and is finally pushed down as he crosses the 42, 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats.
Brawley has excellent team speed, and that's one thing that Southwest does not possess. So on deep kickoffs and punts, you have to really be careful on the Eagles side to not let the kick go outside your coverage. That was a very good open field tackle that saved what could have been a touchdown.
1st and 10. Wildcats on their own 43. Gutierrez with Carranza next to him. Gutierrez back to pass, dumps it off. It is complete at the 50, breaks away across the 45, the 40, down close to the 35-yard line. The big pickup, just a little dump off again.
Yeah, that was one of those 5-yard passes and then about a 20-yard run as they put the ball all the way down to the 30-yard line. So it's a pickup of 27.
Got it right on the 30.
Gutierrez is 4 for 6. So he's having quite a night through the air.
And still hasn't gone deep, hasn't had to. Gutierrez hands off. It is Carranza. Carranza goes off right tackle, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet inside the 10-yard line. Tanner Carranza with a 21-yard pickup.
Yeah, Carranza broke about 5 tackles that time and was just kept out of the end zone as they finally bulldogged him down on the 6-yard line, pick up a 24 yards. So Brawley responding to that touchdown drive by the Eagles, wanting to put up another score on their own.
They spotted actually on the 8. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Gutierrez lines up under center. First time we've seen that tonight.
This is the option. Nope. And we had a guard for the Wildcats move. He flinched. The Wildcats in the past, when they would have the quarterback under center, that's when they'd run the option. Quarterback spreading either to his right or his left. But they've also got some pass plays now in the book off of that. So we'll have to wait and see how much they want to show. The penalty is motion against the Wildcats, pushing them back 5 more yards.
First and goal from the 13.
And looks like they're going to run the same play again, the same formation with Gutierrez under center.
Everybody's in tight. Takes a snap, takes it to Carranza, has time, rolls around to the left side and trots out of bounds at about the 6-yard, make it the 7-yard line. Second and goal from the 7.
And you can see the development of Gutierrez, a 4-year starter. 3 or even 2 years ago, he would have stuck his head and tried to plow into the oncoming tacklers, and that time he just stepped out of bounds, didn't take any hits.
Second and goal from the 7. From the shotgun. Fake it to Carranza, dump it off over the middle to Carranza for the touchdown. Little bit of play action with Carranza catching it over the middle.
Excellent play, Carroll. Well designed as they fake the ball to Carranza. So he's diving through the hole like, that's fake. And then he just stood up, and Gutierrez could have walked over and handed him the ball. He was that open. And once he caught it, all he had to do was keep from falling down. 4th touchdown of the evening for the Wildcats.
Point after attempt. Snap. Kick. Up. Good. 7:25 to play in the first half. It is Brawley 28, Southwest 6.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. PO box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500. 4500.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lolo's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
28-6. The Brawley Wildcats with the lead. They will kick off again. John, after last night, 60-plus mile-an-hour winds, we've got no air movement whatsoever tonight.
Yeah, we'd actually like to have some. It's pretty stuffy up here. But Carroll, Brawley is a very proud football team, both of their units, both offense and defense. The offense wanted to come down and reestablish themselves. Interesting now to see what Brawley does on defense, as they did not like the taste of having Southwest jumping up and down in the Brawley end zone celebrating a touchdown.
So the Wildcats will kick off.
Having a little trouble getting the ball to stay on the tee the way that Urbano wants it to sit.
Kickers are fussy.
And I'm sure you recognize Tanner Carranza is right there next to the football. He's the closest one to the football. So that young man, he plays offense, defense, and kicking teams.
High kick, fielded at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and submarined and dropped. And picks up some decent yardage.
It looks like they've brought it out across the 25, going to put it down on the 28-yard line.
First and 10, Eagles.
We have not had a turnover yet, Carroll, by either team. And we've had very few penalties, so it has been a clean game.
Trips on the left side, the wide side. Now one of the Eagles jumps.
I guess I spoke too soon.
Well, he just wanted the officials to earn their pay.
And you could hear one of the coaches across the way yell, "Watch the football." That's all you have to do if you're on the defensive line. There's no need to go anywhere until the football moves.
Didn't Otis Sistrunk originate that?
Could have. University of Mars. Old Otis.
Empty backfield. 4 receivers on the left side. Looking that way, it's a little screen, and it'll lose about 3 yards.
Yeah, we saw the Centro really just covered up that play as the pass was completed to Julian Lopez.
And Julian had nothing. Lost about 3. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock runs.
We're just under 7 minutes here. It has been a long game with all of the touchdowns, 5 of them so far. Play has finally been signaled in, and now Youngers is ready to set the line.
Stack formation on the left side. Youngers drops back. Youngers again. Chase dumps it off, and
another
incomplete. He was out of bounds. He said.
Great catch out there by the Eagles' Jonas Strada, but the official said that he was out of bounds. He's explaining that to the sidelines, and nobody on the sidelines is agreeing, but it's still going to be 3rd down. Great effort.
And again, a lot of it has to do with the fact that Youngers has been under incredible pressure all night.
But Ty Cervantes has done a good job of picking up the blitz, but he can't block 3 of them. He can pick up 1, but not 3.
Andres Lopez trots in. He'll line up in the slot.
He of the touchdown reception in this game.
Pistol formation again on a 3rd and 8. Fake it to Cervantes, rolling it to his right, having to reverse course back to the left. Chased and eludes one tackler and then is thrown down.
I'm surprised we're not seeing a flag on that, as Youngers was clearly out of bounds, and then he was thrown to the ground. They've been very particular, meaning the officials, on that this year, of any kind of contact outside the field of play. But Youngers are going to end up with a loss on that, and they'll bring up 4th and long.
4th and 14.
They spot the ball all the way back on the 25-yard line, so that's a 6-yard loss.
And it's another punting situation. The sophomore Durante is back to punt. Your favorite running back. And it may have been partially blocked, John. A very short punt.
He was able to get it away. It sounded like it was tipped. Player did a good job of not running into the kicker, and it did go out of bounds just inside the 50-yard line. So Brawley will start in Southwest territory again on the Southwest Eagle 48.
1st and 10. Wildcats on the Eagle 48. The Wildcats did a great job on rushing the punter without knocking him down.
Brawley, as Southwest, has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. We have 5:10 to go. A lot of time for Brawley. They have been scoring on short drives. And the last one was a very long drive for the Eagles. Let's see what they can do here and what Southwest defense can come up with.
Gutierrez brings him out. Carranza next to him. Carranza with the football right up the gut. And Carranza across the 40 to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. You can run that play all night. Woody Hayes would be jumping up and down, cheering.
And there's really no need to do anything else. It's a very secure play. You get the snap, you give it to Carranza right into his gut, and he just takes off with both hands wrapped around the football. And at the point of attack, this Brawley offensive line, as we've seen for 40 years now, Carroll, nearly, they open up big holes for their running backs.
I love the splits on the offensive line. Separations between center and guard. And nice flinch. A Cornhusker just texted me, John. Nebraska beat Rutgers 14-13.
So that means they came back because they were down getting shut out in that game. We'll have to verify that to make sure that's the final score. Sometimes fans get a little exuberant.
But this Cornhusker would be true to it. Born in Cozad, Nebraska. That would be my wife, Pam. 1st and 15. Dropping back to pass. Turning it upfield. Lofting it downfield. Open is Washington. He'll be pushed out of bounds at the 1. Beautiful timing pass. Coverage downfield by Serrano. The coverage wasn't that bad. Washington had to kind of come back on it a little bit. He did.
Made the catch, and the momentum of the catch actually carried him out of bounds because he was going to stay in the field of play and pick up the touchdown. Now we'll see. Brawley decides who's going to get this score, if it wants to be Carranza again or if Ethan Gutierrez wants to take it himself. Carranza.
I give it to Carranza.
Yeah, he's 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Gutierrez is on the tee.
Hands off Carranza into the end zone, untouched. And we'll have a point after. Palo Verde leads Calipatria 47-0 at the half.
We still have 3:58 to go here as Brawley now lines up for their 5th extra point attempt. And Urbano has been perfect on the night.
Snap, kick, up, good. 3:50 to play in the first half. It's Brawley 35, Southwest 6.
Wake up with Kxo Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café, thank you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Logos Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
And the Eagles will receive the kickoff. For the most part, the kicks have been relatively short, very high, excellent coverage downfield. And this is another one that'll go out of bounds. And the Eagles will take it 1st and 10. On their own 45-yard line.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
And in case you missed it, Imperial beat up Holtville 41-7 last night. And Central 34, Calexico 14 last night. Here it's 35-6. Brawley leads. Southwest with the football, 1st and 10. Handoff, it is not Cervantes this time. It is Edgar Cisneros.
Here comes the flag flying. Boy, that referee that threw that flag, Carroll, that flag went about 40 feet in the air. So I'm not sure what happened, but whatever it was, he sure didn't like it. Cisneros picked up. Well, now they're moving it back because I guess since it's a penalty, they're going to mark it from the line of scrimmage if the Eagles accept the penalty. Cisneros gained 3 yards on that, but we'll have to wait and see if it's going to stand.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Brawley.
That's a tough one to take when you're ahead 35-6. There's really no reason you would want to do anything like that. Just give the other team some yards and a first down.
Coach, you might want to take the young man that was responsible for that and have him stand beside you for a couple of minutes and have him explain what he did and why he did it.
That will move the ball all the way across midfield into Wildcat territory in the 47-yard line.
1st and 10. Eagles on the Wildcat 47. They trail 35-6. Time running out in the first half. Younger's play action has a little bit of time now. That time ends, and he is hit and sacked at the 47-yard line in Eagle territory.
Carroll, we haven't mentioned tonight, many of the Brawley players have pink towels, pink gloves. Many of the Southwest players have pink under jerseys, along with pink towels and pink socks.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And it's good to see the kids involved in that.
2nd and 15.
Well, the Wildcats are consistent. Youngers have been sacked 3 times, negative 6 yards each of the 3 times.
Trips on the right side, the far side. Handoff, it is in the middle, and that would be Cervantes, Matai Cervantes on the carry. Right at the 50-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 13.
Matai is doing his family proud. He's really slugging it out, getting some tough yards in there. He also plays on the defense as a linebacker. And we've already seen him on the kick coverage and the kick return teams as well.
3rd and 13, right at the midfield stripe. Estrada in motion, sets up on the left side. Younger's back to pass. Younger's dumped it off. It is completed to Cervantes, and Cervantes will get it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And that will bring up 4th and 10.
Cervantes just nowhere to go once he had the football. Several Wildcats had him, and he powered forward, was able to pick up 3 yards. As we get a timeout by Brawley, they want to score before the minute 32 runs off the clock.
We'll take the timeout. Our score with a minute 30 to play in the first half. It is 35-6. Brawley leads Southwest.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO Centro.
Hi, this is Vincent Deshby, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Acatio Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Acatio Drive in the Acatio Plaza in El Centro.
John, got a deal for you. Let's stop by Kennedy's Taco Shop and pick up some thrifty ice cream.
That sounds great, but not before we put down some tacos first, all right?
Okay.
They have the best tacos.
It is 4th and 10. The Eagles will go for it from the pistol. Fake it to Cervantes, roll it to the right, nothing there. Chase to the left, turns it upfield, has some room, and is out of bounds at the 40-yard line, short of the line to gain. It'll be Wildcats, 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line.
Picked up 7, needed 10. So that will turn it over now. First down for the Wildcats, and I believe they want to put in some more points up here with a minute 23 to go. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, you want to work on the 2-minute drill, John.
Absolutely. The Wildcats will be in the playoffs this year, unless there's an absolute collapse in the remaining 3 games they play. Southwest has got their defense up tight. There is no safety in the middle of the field, so let's see if Brawley takes the shot downfield.
Gutierrez marks out the play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking downfield, fires downfield. One-handed catch by Carranza, stays on his feet inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. One-handed grab, John.
And Carroll, you could see that as soon as the offensive play caller on Brawley saw no safety, he flashed the play in, and Carranza went right down the middle of the field, and there was nobody there.
A minute to play in the first half, and we've got timeout on the field. We will take a timeout. It is 35-6. Brawley leads.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
It is 1st and 10. Wildcats from the Eagle 18-yard line. Ethan Gutierrez from the shotgun looks, has plenty of time downfield, dumps it off into the corner, and it'll go incomplete. Pretty much just threw it away, John.
Yes, and once again, the maturity level of Gutierrez is a 4-year starter. 2 years ago, he would have taken off running around the left side. Perhaps he would have picked up positive yards. Don't think he would have gotten the end zone, as Southwest had all their players over there on the side where the receivers were. But if we come back to that play, we probably will see Gutierrez keep it if it is, say, third or even fourth down. Now we have Southwest taking a timeout.
Well, with that timeout, I will let you know. Final score, San Diego Padres 7, the New York Mets 1. So the Padres, 1-zip advantage in the best-of-3 wild card playoff.
Yep, one victory away from advancing to face the Dodgers.
And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking the whole time, John, from about June on, so what do the Padres do without Fernando Tatis Jr.? And at about August, end of August into September, I said, Fernando who?
They started, it took them a while. There was a little bit of a letdown when they realized he wasn't coming back until next year. But we'll see now if the Mets get some sense of urgency. They still have DeGrom that can go tomorrow that could tie the series up. For the Padres, it'll be Blake Snell. A lot of playoff experience under his belt as well.
Yeah, but so did Max Scherzer. Didn't do him any good, did it? It is 2nd and 10 from the 18. Carranza is standing next to his buddy, Ethan Gutierrez.
Who just had the play signaled in by the coach, and Gutierrez gives it to his teammate.
Low snap, picks it up, dumps it off, and he catches it. And no catch, he said. Short hop. He caught it on his knees anyway. So it might have been a completion for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10. We haven't seen with the Wildcats with many third downs, John.
That's right. I believe, Carroll, this is their first third down of the evening. Let's see if they can convert it. 56 seconds left, so still a lot of time.
3rd and 10. Snap back, looking, dumping it off. It is complete. And it is very close to a first down. Where are they going to spot it? It's on the far side of the field. It looks like it is a first down just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. 45 seconds to play. The clock is running. I look for a couple of tosses into the end zone, John. 1st and goal from the 8.
They can run it if they choose to.
Take it to Carranza, fire it into the end zone, incomplete, overthrown. Man was open, but it was overthrown. That does stop the clock. 2nd and goal. Brawley with a 35-6 lead. They'd love to put another one up. And it's a good practice of the 2-minute drill, John.
Yes, they're going to use this later on. Brawley does have expectations. They want to not only make the playoffs, but go deep in the playoffs. So they're not going to show too much to the opposing coaches that are here tonight scouting, but they do want to practice some things.
And all the other coaches are here scouting, as they're not playing tonight.
As they were at Centro last night, watching the Spartans and the Bulldogs.
Gutierrez fires it into the end zone. Touchdown. Is that Washington?
I believe so.
Mackay Washington? Donnell.
Mackay's his middle name, so yes, Donnell Mackay Washington.
Wildcats will try the point after. Something they've been pretty good at so far. Snap back, kick up, kick is good. 25 seconds to play in the first half. It is Brawley 42 and Southwest 6.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Bo and his team of employees at Dan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Dan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Dan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
And of course, our game's on our KXO YouTube channel. You can subscribe. It is free. Kick is away. This one a line drive that'll bounce at about the 10. Picked up at the 2. Waiting for it to go out of bounds, and it never did go out of bounds.
Yeah, Brawley pulled up because they as well thought the ball was going to roll out of bounds, and it just stopped right before it hit the chalk line. So very alertly picking the ball up over there was Cole Redden and bringing it back out for a nice gain. I wouldn't be surprised with 20 seconds to go here to see two choices, Carroll. Either they try to throw the ball as far as they can or just take a knee and take it into the locker room. Now Brawley will receive the second half kick.
No huddle offense from the Eagles. Play comes in from the sideline. Youngers from the shotgun. Now it's an empty backfield. Drops back, has time, dumps it off, and it's out to the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 6.
Andres Lopez on the catch. That is his third catch here of the evening, and we'll have all these stats in another second.
And that's the end of the first half. At the end of one half, it is 42-6. The Brawley Wildcats with the lead at the half. It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the KXO YouTube channel. John Driffill in the booth. Gabe Lemus, our producer-engineer. Technical assistance provided by Kurt Hoffman. I'm Carroll. And we've got halftime festivities coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or see the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes. That'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
John Driffill, we are at the half, and you've got some numbers for us, right?
Right, and we have an extended half, so we've got 20 minutes to get them out. But let's go ahead and begin. Pretty much what the scoreboard shows is what you'd expect from the stats. Brawley has dominated this game here at Warren Field. Again, you would expect that. In all honesty, Brawley is a Division II team and a very highly ranked Division II team. Southwest is a Division V team, so it's not like they're close in ability level. But that being said, it's still a football game, and right now you have Brawley with a 42-6 lead. Brawley did something that I have never recalled in memory that we've seen in nearly 40 years of doing these games with Brawley playing Central and Southwest. Carroll, Brawley has more passing yards than rushing yards, and not by a little bit. It's almost doubled. Brawley,
Wait. Brawley, more passing yards than running yards.
And again, not even close.
No. Come on, John. You're making fun of me.
Well, they only ran the ball 7 times, and those 7 carries did pick up 94 yards. Most of it was Carranza, the fullback, but also the quarterback. Gutierrez likes to take off running. So they've got 94 yards on 7 carries. That same Gutierrez is 9 for 15 for 165 yards. I can remember, Carroll, years where Brawley would not pass for 165 yards in a season. They had it in a half tonight. That gives Brawley 259 total yards. But again, to me, the eye-popping stat is at 165-yard passing. 11 first downs, and just as impressive as all that, there was no fumbles, no interceptions. We'll be back with more after this.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lolo's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
Welcome back to Warren Field in the campus of Brawley High School. Well, actually off the campus, but very near it. We're at the half. It is homecoming for Brawley, and they are celebrating that homecoming with a 42-6 lead over the visiting Eagles of El Centro. Let's take a look at what Southwest has done as a team. They've rushed the ball 16 times from scrimmage for 18 yards, but that's only because you have to factor in the 18 yards that were sacked, accumulated by the quarterback. So if you take that away, you've got 36 yards. So Southwest rushing for 18 yards, 16 carries. 8 for 18 was the junior Logan Youngers in the evening tonight for 64 yards, giving Southwest 82 total yards. They did have 5 first downs, and like Brawley, there was no turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions. We'll be back with more after this.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or see the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Bo and his team of employees at Sam's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Sam's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Sam's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Wake up with Kxo Café, open daily at 7 a.m., serving your favorite breakfast, from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Welcome back to Brawley, California. We're at the half. The Brawley Wildcats are celebrating homecoming with a 42-6 lead over the Eagles of Southwest High School. We mentioned that the Eagles have rushed the ball 16 times for 18 yards. That was spread out among 4 different ball carriers. And let's give them their credit now. First, Matai Cervantes had 8 carries for 18 yards. Matai, the workhorse, getting the most carries and doing the tough sledding in between the tackles. Also getting 6 carries, or credited with 6 carries, of Logan Youngers, but really he had 3 carries and 3 sacks for a total of a negative 4 yards. Getting 1 carry in the first half was Edgar Cisneros for 3 yards, and getting 1 carry and lobbying for more was Anthony Molina, the punter, who took a bad snap and just barreled through the center of the line, tried to get a first down, only picked up 1 yard. But that is 1 positive yard, so he goes down in the record book as getting 1 yard per carry on his 1 attempt. We'll be back to take a look at how the receiving edge of Southwest went after this.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
But, John, I couldn't pass up the chance. We have a young lady that has been filming the proceedings tonight, and your name is?
Maya.
A little bit louder.
Maya.
Maya? Okay. You are part of the film crew at Southwest, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what is it that you do?
Well, I film what's going on our cool little iPad, and normally I'm down on the sidelines handing out water.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for a few years. I started around 6th grade. For context, I'm a freshman.
Okay, and you are a student at Southwest?
Yes.
Who is your favorite teacher?
That's a hard one. Probably either Mr. Henshaw or Miss Figueroa.
Good guess. Have you had any classes with Eli Moreno-Drew?
Oh, I have. He's my boss chocolate.
Okay. You know, he works part-time for us at KXO Radio.
I did not.
Now you have a secret on him.
I do. Look at that.
Okay. And you have Mrs. Thornburg in any class?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay. She was my daughter's best friend growing up. Okay. So what have you seen so far in the game?
So I don't know a ton about football, but I know everybody's working.
Okay. We appreciate the visit, and I appreciate the fact, John, she went and got us some water because it's kind of hot up here right now.
Very.
Anyway, John's got more numbers coming up.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lolo's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes. That'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back to Brawley. We're at the half. The visiting Eagles are trailing 42-6. Brawley celebrating their homecoming across the way. Just right now, they've announced who the queen is. We mentioned that Southwest has 82 total yards. 64 of that is through the air. They have 8 pass completions for out of 18 attempts for a total of 64 yards. And those 8 completions are spread around 4 different ball players. First, you have Matai Cervantes not only running 8 times, but catching 3 passes for a total of 10 yards. Getting 1 reception for a beautiful 30-yard catch was the Eagles' William Lillian, as he just made a tremendous diving catch, landed on his back, cradled the football so it didn't come out after picking up 30 yards and a first down. Also getting 1 catch in the first half was Julian Lopez for a negative 2 yards. It was a screen pass, and then he was trapped behind the line of scrimmage. And the first half, player of the game goes, who made 3 receptions, Andres Lopez for 26 yards and the touchdown pass. It's the kind of catch, Carroll, that's going to be on the wall of a coach somewhere, as he was leaning over the out-of-bounds line deep in the end zone, both toes touching down on the ground about an inch inside the out-of-bounds line, perpendicular to the field, falling down, making the touchdown reception. So congratulations to Andres Lopez, 3 catches, 26 yards, and the TD that the Eagles picked up in the first half.
That deserves a da-da-da, right?
Yes, it does.
And you can't pass up the pass that Tanner Carranza caught, the one-handed in traffic, brought it in, and then ran for another 20 yards.
Yeah, that was one of those passes that went about 8 yards, then he went about 28 with it, just refused to go down, and finally it took a couple of the Eagles to jump on him and wrestle him down inside the 10-yard line, setting up their 5th touchdown.
Okay, it's halftime. The Brawley Wildcats with a 42-6 lead at the half. The Southwest Eagles, they put together a pretty good drive. They're going to have to do more than just one pretty good drive if they're going to salvage something out of this. We should point out last year it was the Wildcats dominating. That one ended up 50-6. And as you pointed out, only 4 times in the history of Southwest High School have they beat Brawley?
Yes, that's their record through about 25 years of playing Brawley. And there was only one out of all those years when both Central and Southwest beat Brawley, and that was in 2017 when Southwest had that team that went all the way to the state final, state championship game, right there at Southwest. Only one time has both Del Central schools beaten Brawley.
Okay, it is Let's see. Central had homecoming last night. Imperial had homecoming last night. Brawley has homecoming tonight. And in each case, the homecoming team won.
That's usually the way you want to schedule it. You'd like to play the team that gives you the easiest or the best chance for a victory. Because the idea is you have all of your alumni coming back and you want to impress them. I'm a little disappointed in the Brawley. I've already mentioned that you look across the way, and if you take out the band, there's one section of kids, probably it's a bunch of freshmen, because they just look like and sound like freshmen. They've got them stuck in the corner. You take out those two sections, there's not even 100 people across the way from Brawley.
You know why, John? They're all at home listening to us on KXO AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel.
That could be a possibility. I expect that in 3 weeks we'll be back here at Carroll for the Bell game, and I'm going to just go ahead and go out on a limb and say there's probably going to be a few more fans across the way for that game.
On both sides of the field. We've got more of our halftime show coming up.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admission to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro. Home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas. 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7. Saturdays, 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro. The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
At the half, it is Brawley 42 and Southwest 6. The Wildcats in their home opener for league play, their first league game of the year. And Southwest, well, they've been in the pits before. They lost to Centro, so they already have one league play underway. Last night, a couple of games played. It was Imperial defeating Holtville 41-7. Central beat Calexico 34-14. Last score we had was Palo Verde 47 and Calipatria nothing. That was at the half. And there was a running clock, or there is a running clock. And I anticipate, John, we've got 42-6. We will have a running clock in the second half or in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's going to be determined. The coaches have to agree to start it before the fourth quarter. It's automatic. Once the fourth quarter starts, there's no more questioning or asking. So we're already headed for that. Brawley will receive the second half kick. I would imagine, going by what we saw 2 weeks ago, that Southwest will agree to go ahead and let the clock run starting the second half. But again, that's not our determination, as we've now ticked down under a minute to go. But I believe they're going to put 3 more minutes back on the clock, Carroll.
I believe you are right. And, you know, we talk about a running clock, and there are several reasons for that. One, if it's a blowout, you don't want to get anybody hurt. And so you want to speed up the process. You don't want to embarrass somebody. And, I don't necessarily have a problem with the team scoring. It's up to the other team to stop them. And, it's okay. I'm going to keep running the football. You got to stop me. I'm not going to tell my kid to swing and miss on purpose or tell my kid to fall down. So it is beneficial in my way of thinking, John. I think you look at it pretty much the same way.
Right. It's what you want to see, though, is, again, when you have a talent discrepancy or disparity, as there appears to be tonight, you don't want your first string out there with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, throwing touchdown passes and things like that. It's these kind of games when you get all the kids that faithfully practice starting in early August when it's extremely hot and humid in the morning, practicing 2 times a day, some of them coming out here. Some teams do that. And then they're here every week for practice. They stood up for the game. This is their chance to actually get some action, to get out on the field and see the field. And you've mentioned that. And I can remember I've seen times where there's been linemen running the football from the line of scrimmage. And again, you can't tell the kid to fall down. So if your lineman's running for, 5, 10, 12 yards to carry, then you've got to start talking about the defense. But if your first string halfback is in there with a 45-point lead, then there's going to be some questions asked.
And of course, it's an awful lot about player safety. You do not want to get somebody hurt, and especially you don't want to get somebody hurt as you're going into league play or some very important games when you've already got the game in hand. And, I'm trying to remember was it Matthew Stafford? The Rams were getting beat pretty badly, and coach didn't pull them and took an awful lot of heat.
Oh, yeah, no, that was the Chargers, the team that used to be in San Diego. Yeah, the quarterback, remember, suffered the cartilage torn.
Yeah.
And his team's getting beat, I think it was like 35-7 or 14, and he's out there in the fourth quarter still playing. Now, there is a huge emphasis this year in CIF California athletics for sportsmanship. And they had a great article in the San Diego paper just recently about all the different teams, different sports, how many players have been ejected. And then they also highlighted, which we know it's the problem, how many parents or non-players have been ejected or have been asked or even escorted from the playing fields and gyms and swimming pools throughout California. And it was 4 or 5 times the number of players actually that have been ejected from games. It's been parents. And there's a huge emphasis. The trend is down. But as the commissioner for the state said, it's not where we want it until it's at 0, meaning no ejections by kids or by parents.
John, I have been officiating high school baseball and softball for 35 plus years. And in all those years, I have removed one coach and I have thrown out one player, and I threw the player out on my mistake. So that doesn't hardly count. But I've had issues with parents. And fortunately, at the high school level, there is a game manager on hand. They take care of it.
Yes.
Great support from the schools.
And again, that is one of those things that the state has initiated to try to control the situation. And I understand, not justifying it, but I understand how parents, they want their kids to be successful. But sometimes it gets to the point where they're trying to live their life vicariously through the exploits of their children. And that's usually not a good thing.
And you can't tell the parent, Dad, your kid isn't that good. We're about ready for a kickoff, John.
And let's see if Southwest, their second kickoff of the evening, let's see if they, again, kick it short. We've mentioned Brawley just loaded with speed. And I know that they're waiting, trying, hoping to get the football. The deep backs.
Always get nervous before the kickoff. A medium kick bounces at about the 20, picked up there. across the 25, follows his blockers, and gets it out across the 35-yard line. And on that return, that was Cole Redden.
And I wish, Carroll, I had the name of number 75 who kicked off. We had 75 kicking off, and I don't have a name that goes with that number. But that will put Brawley first and 10 from their own 38.
Gustavo Camacho.
And that's just about the worst field position Brawley started a drive on tonight, their own 38.
Three-man front for the Eagles. Everybody in tight except wide left, slot left. Handoff that is not Carranza.
No, they have already substituted. They've got Matthew Gutierrez at quarterback. That is Ethan's younger brother, who is a sophomore. Now Gutierrez comes back in, and I believe that was Moreno on the carry. His first carry of the night, Matthew Moreno. We remember his older brother a couple years ago, the best runner in the Valley.
Second and 11.
It's difficult to read these numbers, but I believe that is number 19 at quarterback, which would be that would be...
Handoff right up the middle, finding some running room, and turning it upfield across the 50, the 40, the 30, inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's Matthew Moreno. You could see the speed he had, and we have an official down
We've
at the
got
22.
An official down. He popped a knee or something. He is down.
Yeah, let's hope it's a cramp. We also have a Eagle down on the 48-yard line near midfield.
I believe that is Nathan Dinkins that's down, John. You know Nathan. Is that him?
Too far away. Can't tell. But is he the back judge?
Yes.
Then that would be Nathan. As getting helped off the field was William Lilliam. He appears to be okay. But Nathan may have pulled something. It doesn't look like a cramp here as we've stopped play with the ball now on the 28-yard line of the Eagles.
You know, sometimes you don't think about it, but I have torn meniscus in each knee while officiating. It happens.
And you could tell the difference between Matthew Moreno and Christian Carranza. Moreno really turned on the jet. He's a much faster runner, and he is only a sophomore.
And let's see. I believe young Mr. Binkins is done, which means the officials are going to revert to a four-man crew.
Yeah, I do not know. Sometimes there is an official who is here that is evaluating, and if he is here, then he would be allowed to come out onto the field. We'll have to wait and see. We see just four of them right now.
Nobody in uniform. It is 1st and 10. Wildcats dumps it off. It is complete and picks up a couple of yards, down about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And I do believe, if we get the binoculars out, I do believe that is number 18, Matthew Gutierrez at quarterback. It's hard to tell, though.
Hard to read whether it's a 13 or an 18.
He does appear to be different in stature than Ethan Gutierrez.
He played the whole game last week. Snap, that little toss on the jet sweep, and out for a first down inside about the 15.
Yeah, another first down, picked up a first down, nice run.
The Wildcats with a first down spotted on the 13.
Nice 11-yard pickup.
Final score, Palo Verde 53, Calipatria 6. First and 10. And the handoff in the middle of Moreno down to about the 5. And yes, the quarterback is number 19.
That would be Rhett Smelser if it is a 19.
Okay, let's go with 18. Matthew Gutierrez.
And that is Ethan's brother, of course.
18.
Second down, 6-yard line for the Wildcats, wanting to put another score up here as the clock is running.
Oh, snap, picks it up, fires it into the end zone. It is caught, touchdown.
And we have a roughing the passer as the quarterback Gutierrez was hit after he threw the ball.
And on the catch, I'm not again, we've got a whole new team in here.
And it's really difficult. Is what the Wildcats are wearing tonight is gray uniforms with black numbers outlined in yellow, but it's just nearly impossible to read what they are unless you're standing right next to them. We've had that recently. The kids have gone to these kinds of color combinations, and it's very difficult to read their numbers. But the fact remains, it is now 48 with a chance to put on the 49th point as the clock has stopped.
One after attempt, snap back, kick up, kick is...
Oh, they stopped it, Carroll. They blew the play dead. We'll find out why in just a moment. And it looks like we've had one of our questions answered. The clock is stopped. So that means there is no running clock, at least at this point. There was an infraction against the Eagles as they lined up in the neutral zone. This puts the ball a yard closer. But I don't think Brawley would go for 2 here. Now, if this was the game it was on the line or a close game, then certainly you'd want to try to pick up that 2 points with only 1 yard to have the yard to make. I've been impressed with this Urbano, Carroll. He's the best kicker I've seen in the Valley this year.
Well, we've seen the point after attempt, but hit the goal. You jinxed him,
John.
I
jinxed him. He
hit the goal post. No good.
Well, see, they moved the ball a yard closer. If that ball was back a yard, it would have probably gone inside.
8:30 to play in the third quarter. It is 48-6. Brawley leads Southwest.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Simply at home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lolo's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3 at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
48-6. 48-6. The Brawley Wildcats lead. They will kick off. And you jinxed them. And they missed the extra point, John. It's all your fault.
He's still the best kicker I've seen this year. The young man's got a leg. He kicks the ball deep on kickoffs. And up until then, he was putting the ball through. And as I said, if they hadn't put the yard up on the penalty, I think that ball would have snuck in through the upright there over the crossbar. But needless to say, we're going to have a kickoff here, as kicking off will be Rhett Smelser, number 19, giving Nathan Urbano a rest.
Well, his toe is probably bruised.
And now we have another whistle. I'm not sure what that whistle's about.
I think that was the Lucy kickoff where he ran towards the football and missed it?
Well, he did not kick it because he heard the whistle. So the whistle was blowing. I see all the officials are in position. And I'm not sure what we're doing. Okay, now, Carroll, what happened is...
The 15-yard penalty from roughing the passer is now being walked off.
On the kickoff, which, as it should be. So good job. The referee was alert. All the stuff with the extra point, the penalty, move it up, missed it, and all that. He said, wait a minute. They elected to take the penalty after the touchdown on the kickoff. So now they will be kicking from the 45, and if they so choose, this ball should go into the end zone for a touchback.
We'll see.
Again, Rex Smeltzer lining up for the first time tonight to kick off.
Now he kicks it. Low line drive into the end zone, touchback. If it goes into the end zone in high school, you may not return it.
And Smeltzer, for the rest of his life, can say, I kicked the ball all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Doesn't need to mention the 15-yard penalty that aided that. As the Eagles will take the ball on their 20-yard line. Again, the clock has not started, so we're still playing regular game time.
It'll be 1st and 10. Eagles on their own 20-yard line. They trail 48-6. It's John's fault. It's not 49-6.
Younger still in at quarterback. No backfield now as Manti does come over and drop back in the position behind the quarterback.
Hands off to Cervantes. Cervantes into the middle. We'll pick up maybe 3 yards, still moving the scrum. Now, John, one of the things I do not like at the professional level is you can push the runner.
Right, the college, they do it as well. Well, even high school does.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, and they talk about wanting to be safe, so it doesn't seem to make sense, does it?
No.
If you
Game
want
3, 2nd and 7.
There's a sport called rugby. If you want to do that, go play rugby.
Yes.
Triple wide outs to the left. Now Matai goes behind the quarterback in motion.
Back to pass. Younger's hit, and he will be sacked by about 4 Wildcats. All the way back at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Brawley has put in some subs. I'm not going to be able to call out the new numbers since I can't read them, but they do have some new players out there that we have not seen.
Gilbert Corrales is one of them.
But that time, Carroll, is what they did was they blitzed. They had 6 players rushing the quarterback and just no chance for Younger to get rid of the ball.
It'll be 3rd and about 18.
Somebody just turned the radio on across the way.
Back to pass. Younger dumps it off. It is a complete over the middle. And I think that's Cervantes. Actually, I think it's Cisneros.
Very good catch and run. As I believe you had it right. That was Cervantes. The way he was running, he ran hard all the way out to the 21-yard line. Unfortunately, they had 3rd and about 20, and he picked up about 11.
Okay, the officials are going to let it ride, but you may not play music while play is underway.
Right,
on the
yeah,
field.
I was a little bit surprised that, but again, we're talking about now these officials with only 4. Their concentration is kind of limited since Nate went out injured.
And it's also a no harm, no foul when you're leading 48-6. Here's the punt. It's away, a nice punt. Bounces at the 40, rolls all the way down inside the 30, and it'll be down at the 27-yard line. The Wildcats will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line. You know, and I don't mean to get ticky-tacky, but you do not play music while play is underway.
Right. That's whether it's the band or whether that appeared to be a tape. Somebody's got some CDs over there or whatever. And I believe that Billy Brewer went over and let the kids know. I mentioned, Carroll, that there's one section just full of kids, and I said that they're probably a bunch of freshmen because they act like it, look like it, sound like it. So that's probably where that came from. And it took a while for Billy Brewer and some others to get over there and tell them that, no, we can't have that now. Have to wait till we're between plays, between halves, that kind of stuff.
We have seen that warning being given to bands before. Gutierrez.
Brawley uncharacteristically again moved. They've had several motion penalties where someone gets up out of their stance on the offensive line. So that'll just give John Self something to work on this next week. Let his kids know that obviously not much you can quibble about when you're leading 48-6 halfway through the third quarter. But at the same time, it'll give him a message he can try to get to his kids.
5:40 to play in the third quarter. Matthew Gutierrez brings them out. Matthew Moreno next to him. Moreno gets the head up. Moreno breaks the tackle and takes it back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
And we are seeing the future of Brawley. These are both sophomores. So Gutierrez and Carranza do graduate. So the next 2 years, we'll be seeing another Gutierrez and this Moreno.
Okay, we have our 5th official back.
Now, is that Nate or was it the official
No,
here?
it is Nathan Dinkins.
So that's good. Hopefully it was just some kind of cramp or whatever.
Yeah, there's no spare officials in the trunk, John. I checked. Dropping back, dumping it off, and incomplete.
Taking a big hit as well. First incompleted pass of this half for the younger Gutierrez.
That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
And the clock does stop on the incompleted pass. So Brawley, they have brought in some of their second-string players, and that's good to see, Carroll. Southwest still playing their first defense, except there is a few players out there that we have not seen before.
Here comes the blitz. Firing deep downfield, got the man open. It is caught at the 45, at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. It is a touchdown.
Yeah, Matthew Gutierrez lofting the ball down there. Can't really see the number, but he ran like Matthew Moreno.
It was Mackay Washington.
Showing great speed, 74-yard touchdown.
And broke a tackle in the process.
And you can't fault Brawley for that, Carroll. They're not trying to pour it on. There's regular game clock here. They have their second-string quarterback, second-string halfback. Some of their linemen are second-string. That was just a very good play. So let's give credit.
Their second-string kicker. Kicks us up. No good. We've got 4:44 to play. It is Brawley 54, Southwest 6.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
And high school football, we're live on KXO and on the KXO YouTube channel. It has been all Brawley tonight, 54-6 in the third quarter.
A nice 48-point lead by the Wildcats here, celebrating their homecoming.
And the kickoff coming up. Another pretty much line drive kick, fielded at the 10, out to the 15, Redden out to the 20, across the 30, to about the 33-yard line. Nice return, the way it is supposed to be done.
Headed straight upfield, no north and no east and west, straight up field. Actually, on this field, he was running the ball from west to east, right up the middle, and able to bring it out all the way to the 31-yard line.
1st and 10, Eagles spotted on their own 32-yard line.
We will be watching the Eagles the next 2 weeks as well. Carroll against Calexico and Palo Verde.
In case you missed it, Palo Verde with a big win tonight over Calipatria. Youngers looking downfield. Youngers has some time. Now he's chased out of the pocket, turns it upfield, runs along the sideline, and steps out of bounds. Flag comes in behind the play.
Way late, so I don't know. It did not look like there's any extracurricular activity on the sideline. So you might think this could be a block on the back or something like that, as Youngers did pick up the first down. But now we have to wait and see.
Officials discussing it.
And it looks like it's going to go against the Eagles.
Block in the back against the Eagles. So
negated the best run of the night by the Eagles and by Logan Youngers.
We'll step it back.
So it's a spot foul, so we actually picked up 14 yards. They move it back 10, giving him a 4-yard gain.
Spotted on the 34-yard line. First at about 7. For the most part, it's a brand new Wildcat front. On the jet sweep, turning the corner, heading it upfield, and being pushed out of bounds across the 40.
I believe on the carry that time for the Eagles was Julian Lopez.
Lopez turns the corner, picks up a first down.
The first down of the second half for the Eagles as the ball sits on the 41-yard line.
3:30 to play in the third quarter. Trips on the right side, the wide side, the left side of the field, rather, the wide side.
All the cheerleaders of both squads have gotten together, Carroll, so it looks like there's about 100 kids now marching in step, both Brawley and Southwest cheerleaders.
Youngers drops back, fires at flanker screen, gets a block, turns it upfield, and he'll get about 4 yards, spotted on the 45. 4-yard gain.
Nice pickup by Lopez as he was able to turn upfield, broke several tackles. Brings up second and a makeable 6. With the clock now under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Won't be any question about the fourth quarter, Carroll. Once the fourth quarter starts, we'll let the clock run.
Youngers from the pistol. Keeps the ball, turns it upfield across the 50, to the 45, keeps his legs moving, and gets it down into Wildcat territory at the 42-yard line.
Nice run by Youngers. And people on the southwest side are wondering, boy, this is simple. Why haven't they been doing this all game? Well, part of the reason is because the same players that are playing now were not playing all the game.
The down linemen, defensive down linemen for the Wildcats, I would say probably are 40 or 50 pounds lighter than the starters were.
Youngers back in the shotgun formation.
1st and 10.
Matai Cervantes next to him to block.
Looking, fires downfield, got a man open. It is caught. And we'll say Andres Lopez on the catch.
Lopez having a big night. He's got the 1 touchdown so far.
Okay. Let's back up on that. Josiah Estrada made the catch.
Okay, so the Josiah Estrada marching in chowder.
Good for a first down. 1st and 10, spotted on the 16-yard line. Estrada in motion. Youngers will keep it rolling to his left, looking, chased out of the pocket again, turns it upfield. He's across the 10, inside the 5. He'll go down at the 5. The clock is running. He was down, not out.
Logan Younger showing his spirit out there, Carroll. He wants to go ahead and put another score on the board as he's just trying to make things happen. That time it was all effort play by Youngers. We may get a snap off here before the 3rd quarter expires.
1st and goal from the 5. Number 5, Logan Youngers with the snap, looking, fires, and gets a pick and makes the catch and gets it into the end zone. Nice pick play over there, John. As a basketball player, you would have appreciated that.
Did we get the number of who made the touchdown?
I did not.
Yeah, it looks like, that's going to be Cole Redden coming out. Cole Redden with the catch. His first catch on the evening goes for a touchdown.
We'll have the point after attempt. They will go for 2. And the ball is incomplete. With 2 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, our score, Brawley 54, Southwest has 12.
Wake up with Kxo Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or see the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Well, the Eagles will kick off following their touchdown. A nice drive, John.
Yes, they actually went 69 yards. That drive started on the 31-yard line.
High kick. Bounces and goes out of bounds, which means Brawley will put it in play 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. High school football on AM 1230, Kxo El Centro, California, and on the Kxo YouTube channel, brought to you in part by Southwest Security Services. On the CB stop in Calexico, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Stan's Auto Body, The Broken Yolk, McNeece Mart at Dogwood in Maine, and Kennedy's Taco by Simply at Home, Kennedy's Karne, Imperial Valley College.
And because the ball went out of bounds, Carroll, the clock did not start, so this will be the final play with 2.4 seconds to go.
Everybody in tight. And everybody moves without the ball being snapped. And yellow laundry all over the field procedure against Brawley. So it'll be 1st and 15. And again, the clock didn't start. The play didn't get underway. Matthew Gutierrez. Hands off. And that would be Moreno, I believe. And Moreno is bulldog down. The Brawley cattle call got here early, John. Nice bulldog tackle. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, our score, it is Brawley 54 and Southwest 12.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro. Home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas. 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7. Saturdays, 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
The Southwest Eagles trail 54-12. The Brawley Wildcats with the lead as we begin the fourth quarter. For the most part, all fresh faces on the Wildcat side of the football, John.
Yes, and Southwest also, they're starting to empty their bench as well, as there should be once this ball is snapped. The clock should run, and in about 12 minutes, we should be finished.
And on a reverse, the handoff to the flanker. He's across the 40, the 50, down to the 42-yard line in Southwest territory. And again, we're running second and third team players. You got to stop them.
This is coming back. There was a penalty flag about the 45-yard line.
That's why there was a hole. Somebody with a nice takedown.
So the officials are gathered together. Now, fortunately, they can talk as long as they want. The clock will continue to run. And they're going to pick up the flags, and so we'll count it. That could be one of those questions about within the line of scrimmage, you are able to block a different way, which means you can, actually block down below the waist within a certain area of the line of scrimmage when it's the lineman blocking, once you're down across from the line of scrimmage. So that will take the ball all the way down to the 41-yard line, 42-yard line of the Eagles after that first down run. 28-yard gain.
Everybody in tight. Matthew Gutierrez under center. Same play. And across the 40, down inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line, very close to a first down.
I believe he did get the first down as they're moving the chains. That'll put the ball down just outside the 30 on the 31 for pickup of 11. So what we're going to see here, Carroll, in this second half is Brawley's going to balance their stats back out between running and passing. We mentioned almost twice as much passing, which for Brawley, in our recollection, is unheard of. But now they're running the ball quite effectively.
Looks like the old T formation, John. And a handoff again. Same play, same results inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. That is the T formation, John.
Yes, absolutely.
Classic T.
You've got the quarterback and then the three backfield, and he fakes the ball to one, the other, and then gives it to the third or whatnot as they cross, do all kinds of things. They've been running that play for more than 100 years.
Well, it's the exact offense we ran in my high school, John.
As the ball now is inside the 10-yard line, first and goal from the 8.
Yep, it's on the 12. It is first and 10 from the 12.
Thank you.
And the quarterback will keep it. The quarterback will now get it down to about the 5-yard line. Second at about 4. So the Wildcats driving. Clock is running inside of 8:30 to play in this football game.
Brawley trying to attempt to put their 9th score up on the board here.
Fullback goes right into the middle. We'll pick up about 2 yards. Very close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. I'm not used to saying fullback, John. In the T, you got quarterback, fullback, 2 halfbacks.
And one of the reasons Brawley's running this, obviously the game's decided, but anybody here scouting realizes they're not going to see this formation anytime when it's meaningful.
Hand off again in the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown. I believe that was Moreno. So Brawley puts another one on the board.
That's number 9 for them tonight. As thankfully the clock continues to move.
You'll have the point after attempt. It was great until John started raving about it, and then they haven't been able to make one. So it's all John's fault.
And we do have a different kicker. This is the one that's been attempting the last 3 kicks.
Gilbert Valenzuela, I believe.
And we've got a scrum down between Brawley and Centro, but now it's quickly taken care of, as I still have not seen whether or not the kick was good. The referees are running in trying to pull the players apart. So,
well, it was good because our score, with 6 minutes to play, is 61-12.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lolo's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
And the Wildcats will kick off again, and it'll be bouncier down the middle, picked up at the 20-yard line. Cole Redden will bring it out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. The clock is running. And just in case you missed it again, it was Imperial 41, Hopeville 7 last night. Central defeated Calexico 34-14 last night. Palo Verde with a win, 53-6 over Calipatria. Eagles, 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. And on the sweep, turning it upfield and then slipping is Edgar Cisneros. Cisneros turned the corner, started upfield, and his feet went out from under him. He did pick up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That is Cisneros' first carry here in the second half. Brings up 2nd and 7. The play getting called in.
The Eagles do not huddle. The play goes into the quarterback. He relays to the team. The pistol. And right up the gut, looking for some running room. And not finding a lot is Matai Cervantes. Cervantes picks up 3, maybe 4 yards.
Cervantes has definitely been the workhorse tonight for the Eagles on the ground. He's picked up the tough yardage there between the tackles, taking a lot of hits. He plays on every down on defense as well.
It is 3rd and about 4. Cervantes gets the football. Cervantes goes off tackle, but there's nothing there. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And let's give credit to Jaime Moreno, a senior, with a nice tackle. Also in there was Frank Romero. Bring up 4th and 5. And the Eagles come out in punt formation.
It appears that they're going to punt. Although we don't see the kicker. He's standing here in the sidelines. Now he's going out. So surprised even the kicker, Molina.
Inside of 2 minutes to play.
Let's see if Anthony takes off running with it. I know he wants to.
High snap. He brings it down and gets a nice kick. And the Wildcats just get away from it. It'll go out of bounds on the Wildcat 41-yard line. Brawley will come out 1st and 10 with 1:30 to play.
And
I think by the time they're ready for a snap, there'll be a minute. And I would anticipate they'll just take a knee, John.
Yeah, there is no need for any kind of expediency to hurry up. Brawley's walking out to the field, to the ball. The clock is moving, and within about a minute, we should be done, although it's already past 9:30, Carroll, so that's usually our time. We'll have all of the wrap-up after the game, as the clock is showing 1 minute to go.
Wildcats come out.
Looks like they are going to go in the victory formation, but now they're not. And now they are.
Take the knee with 40 seconds to play. I think they may do it one more time, and that should be it, John.
Yeah, that could be the last play right there, just depending upon how the officials want to judge that and let it go. It looks like we're going to get one more, and that will complete the game.
Snap, knee, ball game. That'll be the ball game, and our final score, it will be Brawley 61 and Southwest 12.
Wake up with Kxo Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café, thank you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or see the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Well, coming up in our post-game show, John will have some numbers for you. And I believe, the Eagles did pick up some yardage in the second half. And so that may be a little bit more respectable than what their numbers were in the first half. But it was all Brawley from the get-go. Brawley dominated with a smothering defense as Logan Youngers was harried all night long. And when he did have a little bit of time, he was able to complete a pass, but it wasn't easy. It was him being chased by a whole bunch of guys from the Wildcat defense. The Wildcats, again, able to control the football. They did show the fact that they could pass and dominated with the run as well. John, you have some numbers?
They show what the scoreboard shows, Carroll, that Brawley with a homecoming victory of 61-12 as they move on in league now. That's their first league victory. And Brawley, we mentioned that they only ran the ball for 94 yards in the first half. Well, they made up for it in the second half as they picked up 126 yards in the second half. So that gave Brawley 220 yards rushing on 18 attempts. 11 for 19 was the quarterback duo of the Gutierrez's for 175 yards. And that gave Brawley a nice round figure of 395 total yards. So the Eagles kept them under 400 yards. On the other side of the football, Southwest rushed the ball 24 times for 55 yards. 12 for 22 was Logan Youngers for 112 yards, giving Southwest 167 total yards. There were 9 first downs by the Eagles, 19 by the Wildcats. Neither team had an interception or a fumble, so no turnovers in the game. Individually, rushing the football, Matai Cervantes, 11 times for 24 yards. Logan Youngers was able to pick up 10 carries for 16 total yards. Also carrying the ball, Edgar Cisneros had 1 carry for 3 yards. The punter got the 1 carry, Anthony Molina, for 1 yard in the first half. And picking up 7 yards on 1 carry in the second half was Julian Lopez on the jet sweep. The 12 receptions were spread out among 6 different players. Matai Cervantes had 4 receptions for 21 yards. We've already mentioned the great catch that William Jillian made in the first half for 30 yards. Making a touchdown reception along with 2 others was the Eagles' Andres Lopez, a total of 3 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Also, in the second half, Julian Lopez had 2 catches for 2 yards. And in the second half, Jonah Estrada had one catch for 28 yards, and the final touchdown was a 5-yard reception made by Cole Redden. So all in all, Southwest needs to regroup. They face Palo Verde and Calexico in the next 2 weeks, while the Brawley Wildcats, I believe, are going to face the Imperial Tigers next up on their schedule.
It'll be Imperial next week, Calexico the week after, and then the Bell game after that. And updating scores around the Valley for you again. Games played last night. It was the Central Spartans with a homecoming win over Calexico 34-14. Imperial with a homecoming win over Holtville 41-7. Palo Verde beat Calipatria 53-6. I'll bet that was homecoming, John. Vincent Memorial with a bye tonight. And our final score here, 61-12. High school football on AM 1230 KXO. Brought to you by Southwest Security Services, by Kennedy's Taco, CB Stop in Calexico, Fonda Bar Grill, by Simply at Home, Stan's Auto Body, McNeece Mart, Imperial Valley College, Kennedy's Karne, Stan's Auto Body, and by the Broken Yolk Café. Next week, John and I will be in Calexico, the Southwest Eagles and the Calexico Bulldogs. And next week, our game so far scheduled on Friday, but I think one game next week is going to be moved to either a Thursday or Saturday kickoff. We'll have to wait and see how that shakes out. For Gabe Lemus, our producer-engineer, technical assistance provided by Kurt Hoffman, John Driffill with the stats and color commentary. I'm Carroll Buckley. Keep it tuned to AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
Stand by to receive our transmission.
AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
You guys are wonderful.